Hi, I'm Judy Fleming, Director of Healthy Acres Canada, and here we are today to work with our KitchenAid Food Processor. The KitchenAid Food Processor is a very versatile tool that I use almost every single day. It comes with a wonderful manual, and in the manual it describes on page 6 all of the parts that come with this food processor. And there are quite a few parts. First of all, we have the big work bowl, which is 12 cups. Then we have the chef's bowl that we can put inside of that to make it a little bit smaller, and it's 10 cups. And then we have the small mini bowl, which is 4 cups when you're just doing small amounts, as you'll see today. And the mini bowl comes with its own S-blade. It's a much smaller S-blade. But for the other two, you use the large S-blade, which is the tool that I use the most when I'm doing the food processing. The other tools are a shredder, a slicer, and a second slicer, a thick slicer and a really thin slicer. So we're going to use all of these to show you how to work with the food processor. It also comes with its own little spatula that gets right into the corners as you're scraping things out, which works really, really well. So the first thing you want to do is assemble your food processor, and when you take it off and put it back on, you always have the handle to the left, so then you can slide it until you hear it click, and now it's in place. And then we want to put the blade in if we're going to be doing some grinding or shredding or anything like that. Okay, just with the S-blade. And then the lid, it goes on also always to the left, and then you bring it over and it snaps shut. And this is the plunger, and the plunger is there to help you push things down, especially when you're using the different blades here. The plunger also keeps your fingers from getting inside where the sharp blade is. So we're going to start today by doing some shredding and slicing and dicing and having some fun. Okay, so we're going to use the different attachments that come with the food processor, and we're going to put our S-blade aside for right now. And it comes with this little gadget that helps you to put things on, and it goes over top of the stem in the middle. And then we're going to take one of the blades, and the first one we're going to use is the thin slicer. And we're going to turn that over top so that it slides down and it's level with the food processor. Remember, it's very, very sharp. Then we put the lid on, and we pull out our plunger, and now we're going to, you need to cut your vegetables so that they're short enough that they can go in there, or long enough that they can go in there, either way, so that this can also go in as well to push down. So we're going to turn it to the on, and remember, we took the grinding blade out, the S-blade out, because we don't want to grind up everything as we're working here. So we're going to turn it on, and here we've got it working. It's not too loud. Just like that, we've got all of these sliced, as opposed to using a knife and cutting them and not having the same uniform size. So you're going to have a few pieces up at the top here, and again, be very careful of the blade. And we just like to take a little bowl, keep all these extra pieces, and we can use them in our juice or in the salad dressing or whatever. So there's the first thin blade, and we've got these wonderful, uniformly sliced pieces of, as you can see, zucchini, and we're just going to put them, we're actually going to make a wonderful pretty salad today as well, and we got enough here to do quite a few salads. Or another use is take these and put them in your food, your dehydrator, and make wonderful zucchini chips, which is another wonderful thing to do. Okay, so now I want to show you the other blade that does slicing as well. So I'm putting my stem back on and turning this in so that it's flat again. And it's a much thicker slice that we're going to get this time. We put our lid on again, let it snap. And now we're going to take some cucumber to slice, so you can see what happens when we do. Okay, I wanted to show you what happens if you don't use your guide. Things go in and they get kind of wobbly, and you're not going to have uniform slices. So you want to put this in Then get ready, and now go. And just like that, we've got our sliced cucumbers. And here, these are sliced much thicker, as you can see, the difference in the thickness of the slice of the cucumber to the zucchini. Okay, quite a difference in slicing. Okay, so now we're going to do some slicing of our tomato, and obviously it doesn't fit into the chute, so we're going to have to slice our tomato in half and then go from there. Okay, so now we've got some wonderful tomato slices. And again, you can use the thin slicer or the thick slicer, whichever way you would like your tomatoes to be sliced. And we've got some really nicely sliced tomatoes here. We can use on hamburgers or our veggie burgers or something like that. Okay, so now we're going to slice some onions, and we want to use the thin slicer here. And again, we're going to put the onion, slice it. You have to cut the onion so it fits into This is a great way to slice your onions for your veggie burgers or for making onion rings. And again, this is just very fine sliced onion. So now I'm going to do some beets and carrots for you. These are harder vegetables, so I like using the S-blade with these vegetables. And we're going to take out our smaller container there and put the blade in, because I want the blade right down to the bottom, because I'm wanting to chop this up and make this nice and fine. We could use our smaller one if we have a small amount, and probably that's what we should be doing today. So we're going to put that one in, and it's got the smaller S-blade. And then we're going to take our beets, which we have just cut into fours, and we're going to, just using the S-blade, we put this in just so some things won't fly out at us. We're just going to turn it on. And now we've got some brightly colored chopped up beets, which are going to go just beautiful in a salad. Take out our S-blade. Our S-blade's very sharp, so again, be very, very careful. And we're going to use these finely ground up beets. As you can see, they make a really nice addition to any salad. Okay, so we're all set up again with this slicing blade. We snap our lid on. And we're going to take some celery, and we're going to chop our celery up too. So, put the celery in here. And you can see how quickly I'm cutting up my celery. That goes a little too, isn't it? And here we've got our celery all diced up now too. And we've got some really uniform slices of celery. This is the thicker slice, and before I did the thinner slice. You can see the difference between them if Jessica can zoom in on that as well. So we're going to put some celery on our rainbow salad as well. Now we're going to use the S-blade in the big work bowl, and we're going to do some carrots. And you can see how quickly we're going to have ground up carrots. Once you've got them, when you think that they're all chopped up, you look in and there's a few big pieces. Well, there's this pulse button that you can press, and it just throws up those big ones and chops them up without making a mess of the whole bunch. And here we've got some finely ground up carrots, somewhat like our beets were. And here we add them to our beautiful rainbow salad. And what I like about grinding up my vegetables, especially hard vegetables like beets and carrots, is that as we get older, and especially our senior parents, they can't chew their food as well because their teeth are getting older and more tired. So this way we can grind up the carrots and makes it easier to chew. Okay, so just a reminder again, when you're putting your bowl on, always the handle to the left and then snap it into place. Now we're going to shred some cabbage, and we're going to use our stem again. So put the stem on, and we're going to use our shredder, and as you can see, it's got very sharp blades to do the shredding. And we're going to put that over top, get it in place. Okay, so we want to get them small enough so they fit inside, and now we're ready to shred our cabbage. We have a large bowl full of shredded green cabbage now. And here's our wonderful shredded cabbage, as you can see, shredded up, ready to make a coleslaw or to add to our beautiful rainbow salad. We have some beautiful purple cabbage now too. And there's our beautiful cabbage as well. Okay, so we have this beautiful salad that we've made using the KitchenAid Food Processor. We sliced, we diced, we chopped, we ground, and we shred it. And it makes an absolutely beautiful salad. What we would do now is make our favorite salad dressing from one of our recipe books and put it all together and blend it together as we're serving it, so we have a beautiful salad. And here we have all the parts to this wonderful KitchenAid Food Processor with all the blades and the different bowls. So have fun with it and experiment. Try some different things.